snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hi guys, so new filming position. Let me know if you like this one better or not. I just wanted to have my books behind me. I don't even know if you guys can really see them because I'm in the way, but here are my books that I have at uni. So I have unintentionally managed to purchase a load more books, and I don't really know how it has happened because it's just one of those things that I tend to do without realising, but it's happened. So we're gonna do a book haul, and I am super excited to show you guys what I ended up picking up fairly recently. And let's get started. So the first book that I ended up picking up was the 5th book in the Malazan series. This is Midnight Tides and it's by Stephen Erickson. I am reading this series with my Goodreads group, which I will link down below for you guys to check out. I'm super excited about moving on to this one because I'm really enjoying the 4th one, which I'm currently reading. And also next month our planned group reads are this book and also The Lies of Loch Lamora. So if any of you guys have not yet read or experienced the wonder that is Lies of Loch Lamora and you want to, then definitely come down to the group and check that out because that is the book we will be reading alongside this one in May. So definitely check that out if you want to. I will put the link down below as I said. So this one was the first one I picked up. The next one I ordered at exactly the same time, but it has yet to arrive, so I'm hoping it's going to arrive soon. And that one is The Fox by Sherwood Smith. I picked this one up because I have joined Sam from Novels and Nonsense. She is doing a read-along for the whole of the Inda series, and I've already read Inda. I read it a couple months ago with Sam. Since then, she has opened up her Goodreads group, which I will also put a link to down below, where you can join in and read Inda. And then next month in May, we plan on reading The Fox, which is why I have picked this one up. I haven't had it yet, it's not arrived yet. I was hoping it was going to arrive by now, but it hasn't, so hopefully it will arrive before May, but I thought I would include it here anyway because I have bought it, it's just not arrived yet. So I'm very excited to continue on with that one because I really enjoyed Inda when I read it, and I'm sure that this one will be good, and I can't wait. Then I picked up The Rose and Thorn, which is the second one in the Rieria Chronicles by Michael J. Sullivan. I have nearly read all of the Rieria books that are out. This will be my last one that is out that I need to read, so I'm super excited about reading this, and I can't wait to give it a try because the ending of the first one, oh, I just needed the next one, and I have so much love for the characters in this series, so I know that this is going to be fantastic and I cannot wait to see what happens. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and I think this one is also happening in May, so that will be super exciting to have read all of the Rieria books that are out, but also very sad because I don't know when the next one is officially coming out, so we'll have to wait on that one, but I'm very excited to read and own this one. Next I picked up The Blinding Knife, which is the second one in Brent Weeks' Lightbringer series, and I just finished up The Black Prism very recently, and you guys may have seen my review of that. If not, it'll be up really soon because I loved it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was really good, exciting and impressive beginning to the series, and I have no doubt that this one is going to continue that and just be fabulous and so much better than the first one because now that all of the exposition is out the way, we can just get on with the story and it's going to be awesome, and I cannot wait to see where all of the characters' storylines go because my gosh, there is a lot of twisty-turniness in Brent Weeks' stuff and I have to know what's going to happen next. So I'm super excited to be reading this one, also in May hopefully. Then I picked up some graphic novels and I just kind of went into my local comic book shop and I browsed around the shelves and I actually ended up picking up all Image comics, so I'm going to show you guys them. The first one is called Black Science, and this is volume 1 of Black Science by Rick Remender, Matteo Scalera and Dean White, and I have already read this. I will be doing a review of this very soon, and this one was an interesting one because I liked it, but it took a while to get into. I picked this one up without having any knowledge of it, but because the artwork inside was just so colourful and vibrant and fun, and there was a lot of very cool colour and insect-like creatures and things that I wanted to know more about, so that's why I picked this one up, and I definitely enjoyed it. So I will be picking up volume 2 of this sometime in the future, I'm sure, but otherwise look out for my review of this coming very soon. Whilst I was in the comic book shop, I saw this on the table, and I didn't actually buy this, they were giving this away for free. This is basically a freebie, which is kind of looking into volume 2 of Porcelain. I haven't read volume 1, but the shop guy gave it to me and said, go away, read this, and then you'll want to come back and buy volume 1. This one is not an Image comic, this one is actually an independent publisher, and the guy in the comic book shop basically said to me no one had ever heard of the author, the publisher, or the artist, but when they first got the volume in, it sold instantly and everyone loved the look of it, and yeah, so I definitely want to have a little peruse through this, and I have already done so, and it does look really, really cool, so I think I will probably end up picking up the first volume in this series at some point soon, and I think the second volume, which this is the preview for, comes out in a couple months' time as well. Then I picked up volume 3 of Chew, because Chew is amazing, and I'm currently reading volume 2, and I knew that I would want to go straight on to volume 3, so I picked this up. It's by John Layman and Rob Gilroy, and it is just fantastic and funny and crazy and awesome all at once, so if you haven't read this yet, why not? Because it's so much fun and I'm really, really enjoying it, and I cannot wait to get onto this one as well. Then some more graphic novels. I picked up Deadly Class Volume 1. This one I think is by the same guy who did Black Science, because it says his surname again and I'm guessing there's not 2 of them, but I'm not entirely sure. So I think it's by the same guy who did Black Science, correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't know anything about this, but it looked cool and I've seen quite a few people hauling this or talking about this, so I thought I would give it a go. Plus it's really colourful and vibrant and exciting, so why not? Definitely worth checking out, I'm sure, and I will probably be reading this sometime in the coming months, probably more like June, because June is when I finish up uni for the year, and after that I'm just going to be a readaholic, I think, but very excited for whenever I get to this one, and I love the cover, like, so much. The design of it and everything is just so cool, so it sounds pretty interesting and I can't wait to see what happens when I dive into it. Next I picked up volume 1 of Umbral, or Umbriel, I'm not really sure how you say it, because again, complete cover by. This one realistically was a cover by. I don't know anything about this, I have not even seen people talking about it, but I just love the cover and I love the art, and I think it was really, really cool. Again, lots of pretty colours, a little bit darker in tone, but that's cool. So I just wanted to find out what this one is all about. So yeah, definitely excited about this one, and again, one that I picked up really not knowing anything about, but very excited about it, and yeah, can't wait. So definitely let me know if you guys know anything about this and whether you want me to pick it up sooner, because I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but I'm very excited to give it a go. Then I picked up Low Volume 1, which I think is also by Remender, and so if I don't like his stuff I'm in a bit of trouble because I've got 3 of his things now. I've only just realised this, but I saw Amanda, she recently was talking about this and talking about how she went to a convention and she loved this book and stuff, so I obviously had to pick it up, especially since the cover is mind-blowingly gorgeous and I love it. So I, again, no idea what it's about, but the artwork is pretty cool, and I'm sure it will be an exciting ride because graphic novels are always fun. And now the final graphic novel that I ended up picking up was The Fade Out. This is by Ed Brubaker, and I've already read this. I finished this up yesterday and I loved it. It was so good. It's kind of like a crime noir with obviously pictures and stuff. The artwork was fantastic. I really enjoyed the style that they did the artwork in. It was very clear, very easy to follow, very bright in the right places and very sombre in the right places. It was basically just really atmospheric, and there were moments where it was really tense and dramatic, and I really found myself enjoying this, so happy I picked this one up. Also, this one was a recommendation from Amanda again, so thank you for recommending it, Amanda, because otherwise I would probably never have picked this up because crime is not really something I delve into. But I did, and I loved it, and it was really good, and I definitely will be on the lookout for Volume 2 whenever it comes out, because I don't think it's out yet. But super exciting, and yeah, very good graphic novel. And again, I will be doing a review of this very, very soon, so check that out when it is up. Now moving on to the books I have picked up on my Kindle recently. I picked up Heir of Fire, which is the third one in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas, because I want to finish the series up. I know there's supposed to be 5 or 6 books. I've read the first 2 and I own the novellas, but I haven't read them yet. So I just picked this one up because I want to read it, and one of my friends is hoping to read it next month, so I thought I would join him and hopefully we can get that done next month. And that'll be super exciting. I do enjoy this series, even though it's a YA series. It's one of those that I actually do enjoy quite a lot, and it's just very fun and light. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing how the story continues, because it was a rather dramatic ending on book 2, I believe. Then I ended up picking up quite a few different anthologies on my Kindle, because I don't really read short stories, and recently I've been watching Paul from Common Touch of Fantasy, who again I will link down below. He has been doing a kind of series which is called Sunday Shorts, where he talks about all the shorter fiction that he has been reading recently, and I have been finding that really, really interesting, and so it inspired me to go out and pick up a few more anthologies so that I could also get reading some shorter fiction, because I think short fiction is something I've never really gotten on with because I just haven't found the right places. I've read a few anthologies and I actually quite like some of the stories within them, but I didn't really know where to look. So one of the ones that I ended up picking up very recently was Neverland's Library, which is a fantasy anthology, and this is by a whole host of different authors. We have Mark Lawrence, Mary Brennan, Miles Cameron and Ted Williams and loads more, so all of those names definitely intrigued me and I wanted to check them out, so I picked this one up because I think it was only like 99p or something, so I picked that one up, and the cover is beautiful and I can't wait to dive in and see what the authors have on offer. Then I picked up one that was actually recommended in a live show, and it was recommended by Elizabeth from Books and Pieces, or at least she mentioned it. I don't know if she's read it all, but she mentioned it, and so I went and looked it up, and that is Kaleidoscope, diverse YA science fiction and fantasy stories, and I am really interested in this one because it's got a whole host of different authors. We've got Ken Liu, we've got Garth Nix, and again loads more who I've never heard of but definitely want to try out. And essentially this focuses on the idea of writing for a YA audience but coming at it from a different point of view. So we've got some characters who are completely outcasts, or we've got characters with disabilities. We've got all sorts of really interesting ideas going on in this one. So I'm really, really excited to get into this one at some point. Probably again in June, because June is when I finish, but I will definitely be checking out some of them this year, hopefully, because it sounds like a really cool premise and I can't wait to give that a try. Then I picked up Emperor of Thorns, which is book number 3 in the Broken Empire series, and this is by Mark Lawrence, and I love Mark Lawrence's stuff. I've only read the first 2 in his Broken Empire, but I really, really want to get to the 3rd, and Sam from Novels and Nonsense and I are planning on reading it next month, so I needed to pick it up. And I'm very, very excited to see how the series is going to finish up and hopefully move on to some of his other stuff as well. And I hope I really, really enjoy it, but I think Mark Lawrence has a great writing style and just beautifully writes, so I can't wait to see how he does on the final one and how he ties everything off, and I'm very much looking forward to it. And then finally I picked up 4 different anthologies which are basically a collection from Tor.com. If you guys don't know, Tor.com do this thing where they allow authors to submit short fiction onto their website, and you can go there and you can read it for free, and they have collected together some of the best from their website, some of the best submissions from their website into anthologies for each year. So I picked up some of the best from Tor.com 2011, which has authors like James Allen Gardner, Nindi Okorafor, and many, many more. I also then picked up some of the best from Tor.com 2012 edition. This one has stories by Elizabeth Bear and Jean Wolfe and various others. Next, I went on to pick up some of the best from Tor.com 2013 edition, which has various different authors as well. And finally, some of the best from Tor.com in 2014 edition, and again, various different authors. So I'm really looking forward to diving into these because I have read a few short stories that are on Tor.com from different authors that I like, but I don't regularly visit there because I always forget because I'm a bad human. But I really think that this, having the anthologies, will help me to just look through and discover new authors and things like that, and I'm super excited about it, and I cannot wait to read up on all of these cool short fiction that Tor think are amazing, because I'm sure I will agree, and I can't wait to see what happens. So that is my super long and majorly crazy book haul. I did not intend to buy any of these books really, but I'm super excited about all of them, and I cannot wait, especially for the graphic novels and anthologies. I think they'll be really cool, but the books as well should be a lot of fun. So many good things, and I cannot wait to hear all of your thoughts on them all. Let me know if you've read any of them, let me know your thoughts on any of them. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all very soon in another video. Bye! Me and you gonna have a little chat.